All right. Thank you for joining me. This is Anna Imagination with a Healing Garden. This is Conscious Dialogues, and we're going to dig into this because I'm really tired of not having these answers. I have books for sale. They're over at Amazon. Go ahead and take a look at my books. I have Broken, which is my journal. It literally takes you into my mind and shows you from my perspective everything that I endured. You'd be surprised at how similar my situation matches yours. It's extraordinary. A lot of people read that book and they walk away completely and suddenly aware at how common their situation is. Once you realize that your situation is common, it grounds you in one solid fact. You're not alone. In addition to you realizing that you're not alone, you also realize that the world is basically playing a nasty game on you, on all of us. There's the abusers, and then there's the victims. I'm going to use the word victims. I'm going to use the word victims. We are absolutely in the most dangerous game, where there's a lot of people just abusing the fuck out of people who don't know how to conform. And if you are someone who don't know how to conform, who has struggled with fitting in, you are abused in almost the most identical way as every nonconformist out there. But here's the kicker. Our abusers kept us isolated from each other. So you don't know that there are millions of people just like you. You think you're alone because that's what they want. Read Broken. Read Broken. Take a look at my link tree and you'll have the option to buy Broken. I'm going to start there. Broken is my truth and it shows you yours. Second, prior to me discovering manifestation, I had it figured out. Like everything else I do in my life, the minute I listen to other people, it contaminates what I do. And this is why. Because my brain is not wired and does not function inside the system. It's completely separate and independent of the system. Unfortunately, almost everybody else, with the exception of one man, my partner, no one else has this ability. So whenever anyone gives me any advice, any information, they are giving me material that is saturated in the system. And that's not aligned with me. So the manifestation laws, the manifestation information that I get is not aligned to Anna's song. So your helpful tactics, your workings of manifestation, everybody's information, my two dear friends who are both self-made millionaires off of their own manifestation game because they are that good at it, doesn't apply to me because it's not aligned to my song. I forgot this. So I'm trying to conform my tactics around somebody else's methods, and it's not working because it's not me. Authenticity is primary. And my authenticity is completely and totally void of the system. What that means is manifestation does not work for me in any of the ways that anybody else has it figured out. It doesn't work for me. I have to find my own ways of doing it. My ways of doing it, it's child's play. Literally, it's make-believe. That is all manifestation is. It is make-believe. I am unusual in that I made believe when I was 4 years old, but I didn't stop. I made believe when I was 12, and I didn't stop. While everybody else in the world had trauma and reality and the system completely rip their ability of make-believe out of them, I didn't. I wrote books because I made believe, because I couldn't stop making believe. I have been playing with make-believe all my adult life. I never stopped. Neither has my partner. My partner is my age, and he makes as much make-believe as I do. It's one of the things I adore about him is his ability to play and think like a child. It's beautiful. He and I have both found a way to preserve our childhood and our child minds. It requires a child's mind to manifest. And this has nothing to do with feelings or the right words or making sure you're counting a number of times. No. Stripping it all away, bottom line is It's child's mind. It's make-believe. It's wishes and dreams. And it's just believing in those dreams without any limitations. And that is what I was raised with. That's what I brought myself up in. You know, I was talking to my partner just now, and I did not smoke weed. Instead, I confided in him and told him how discouraged and frustrated I am. And I was able to realize that I have a significant ethical problem with running business the way the system says you have to run business, to the point where I don't agree with any of it. But I've got a lot of people coming in saying, this is how business is done. This is what you need to do. And I'm going, no, it's not ethical. Because what you're doing whenever you write any kind of ad or marketing, you are using psychological manipulation and brainwashing and conditioning to control and manipulate the people who you are trying to sell to. Selling is a fear tactic where you are trying to scare them into making a purchase. I don't do that kind of dirty, filthy shit. I don't feel good about it. It's not who I am. I can't do it. So I'm not marketing. I'm not doing any advertising. And I've got people bombarding me with this, and I'm going, I can't do it. If it's not authentic, I can't do it. Now, I can hire someone else to do it for me, but I cannot do it. I cannot put myself into that kind of filth. As long as they're honest about it and their intentions might be good, great, but I can't do it and have comfortable, honest intentions going in. I can't. Now, that all being said, I am officially throwing out everything anyone has ever told me on manifestation, because it's not my song. And that is the song of authenticity. Bottom line. That's the first thing. The second thing is I have really got to come to terms with the fact that no business. I'm just going to read the text because it was absolutely, my articulation on it absolutely put it to peace. I don't want to be a part of a world where my only option is to abandon ethics so that I can eat. I don't want to be part of a world where that isn't the case, that I have to choose between food or ethics. I refuse to think that what we have is all there is. It has to be better. I think ethics is harder, but it's possible. I think the unethical route is easy, and everybody inside the system is going the way of the unethical route because they're shortcutting it, and it's easy. And that's not okay for me. I don't care if it's harder. It has to be ethical. And I didn't realize until now what it was I was looking for. I am looking for an ethical way to survive outside of the system. Now I'm surviving. I'm doing it. The universe has been providing for me, but it's not good enough for me. I want to survive and on purpose become self-resilient, self-resourceful without relying on the system for anything. And to do that, I have to be able to take what I am, what I think, what I do, and turn it into profit. I escaped the system. I'm out. Now I'm just learning how to survive outside of it without going back to using it. I need to be self-sufficient and self-resourceful, and I have to be. I need to know that I can do this without the system. And that's it. So all the marketing that I'm handed, from advice, from people bothering me on Facebook, telling me that they've got programs they can sell me, it's contaminated with the system. And the system is contaminated with unethical practices and methods. And that's not okay. I can't do that. I believe there is an ethical way to do this. And I believe, because this is the way the subconscious mind is, that if you find an energy efficient way of doing something, it's always going to go with the easiest road possible to save on energy. But that doesn't make it right. You're caving into feeling control instead of taking control. So it's harder, but it's far more rewarding. So I'm not doing marketing. I have an entire team on standby, and I'm going, when I prove to myself that I can do this ethically, authentically, imperfectly, my way, that is when I will say, okay, I've done it. I've proven it to myself. Now I can manifest money. But for now, and I don't even like we're using the word manifest. I don't even like using the word manifest. It's money has always just fallen into my lap. And I believe that my message is so potent, so powerful. And I'll tell you, this is what it is. No, we're going to give this the right words right now. I know what this is. Marketing is what people with shitty products use to sell their products. If you have a shitty project that doesn't stand on its own 2 feet, you put ketchup on it. I remember this line from Seven Brides for Seven Brothers. He sits down in the very beginning of the musical, and he's given some stew, and he asks for some ketchup. And she, the woman who cooked it, said, "My stew can stand on its own feet." And that's exactly what this is. There are a billion companies out there, and they're all selling a product, and they're all marketing it and advertising it to brainwash you to buy their garbage. I don't have garbage. Oh, I know I don't have garbage. I have something fucking legit here. I know I do. And I stand by what I am selling to you so solidly that I'm not coming to you with marketing. I'm not coming to you with bullshit. I'm not coming to you with expenses and colorful ads. I am coming to you real. That is how much I stand by the fuck I'm selling here. That's how fucking legit it is. It's raw, and I'm going to sell it to you raw because it's that fucking good. That's right. I know who I am now. I know who I am. This is it. I feel solid now. And this is the shit that I haven't been able to articulate. It's the shit that I've just been not getting to. And I'm it's just driving me crazy, and it's at that point of obsession. And when I say authentic living, I mean so fucking authentic that we're not going to use any of the smoke and mirrors of the patriarchy or the system. No, this is coming to you raw and real, just like Broken. For God's sakes, it's on the fucking blurb. It's raw and it's real. And that's how I am. That's how I've always been. Raw and real. And that's what I'm going to call this. It's raw and real business. It's authenticity on such a basic core that it's the life of everything. And I truly believe that a person gets into marketing and gets into advertising and they get into copy and all of it because they legitimately don't believe in what they're selling and they need all the help they can get. And for me, that's just not, I don't believe it. The best products in the world truly did not need marketing because word of mouth took care of it for them. That's what I believe. I believe in the power of word of mouth. I believe that something is so fucking legit that it sells or it doesn't. And that's the difference between organic and forced. And that's really it. I've dug my heels in and I'm sitting here resisting all the fake and all the phony. And I will not budge and I will not move unless it is organic. I have people bombarding me saying, you need to get followers. This is how you do it. This is how you manipulate the system so you can get more followers. I don't do that shit. This is who I am. This is what I am. You want to learn authenticity? This is how it's done. It's fucking real. It's absolutely hardcore. It's not easy. It consumes a lot of energy. But once you get that rhythm, and once you find where you are aligned and you are going, it picks up and it just goes because you're not fighting anything. You're not resisting anything. The only thing I've been doing is clambering up the wrong tree. Every time something is hard, it's because you are focused on the wrong thing. It's easy when you focus on the right path. If something is difficult or it's taking too long or it's hard, it's because you've wandered off the right path and you're picking flowers. I have been picking way too many flowers. I have been focusing so much on manifesting the patriarchy way and the system's way that I stopped exploring my own way. Well, I'm not going to do that anymore. We're going to do triadic healing my way. We're going to do manifestation with triadic healing. And because I'm not looking for something that's going to work sometimes. I want something that's going to work 100%, complete accuracy every single time, because that's the fucking answer. And you're not going to get the answer if it's inconsistent. If it works just some of the time, if we're all guessing, you guys can go guess at what the right answer is. I'm going to take my gorgeous brain, break down the psychology and the philosophy, and actually find the right answer for everybody. Because that's what I do. Because that is exactly what I'm all about. That is my message to the world. And I stopped supporting that message. I got off of my message and I started focusing on all the stupid distractions, on who's got what for me and who's going to be helping me sell what, and and I don't want it. What I want is only ever organic, raw, real truth. I don't care if it hurts me. I want the truth. And that has been my number one pursuit from the time I was 4 years old. Don't try and bullshit me. I know when I'm being bullshitted. I can read people. I walk into situations where I know people are bullshitting me, and I will just sit back and analyze and use the situation to analyze the psychology of it so I can learn more. And I know they're bullshitting me the whole time. I did this just yesterday. It was much fun. And then I get frustrated, and that should be the clue that I'm frustrated because I'm not being true to my song. So I already have everything I need. I don't have to do anything. I love podcasting, so I'm going to be showing up here every day doing my shit on podcasting. I don't have to put together Triadic Healing for you. Go watch my podcast. Now, it's me. I'm going to organize it because I love organizing shit. So I'm going to organize my Shifting Perspectives Part 1, and I'm going to break it all down so it's easy and digestible and fun. But I don't have to recreate it because it's already created. Yes, I'm vulgar. Those were my early years. Yes, I swore a lot. I was angry. Absolutely. I had to prove to myself that I was as smart as I suspected I was. I put that to bed. I'm good now. So I'm in part 2 of Shifting Perspectives. Now I get to talk about relationships, and I get to talk about money, and I get to talk about what life is like outside of the system, because I'm not in the system anymore. And I'm not going back. I will not fucking go back. I will be on the streets. I will figure shit out. I am resourceful. I am fucking resourceful. So these are my resources. Let's do this. I will show you how, because that's all I'm about. I don't sit here and tell you how to. I show you how to, because I show you what's working for me. My resources, I have at least 4 books on Amazon right now. Go buy them. They're fucking epic, including Zombies from Space and Vampires. That's a thing. So I have my books. Go buy them. They're awesome. I have my Triadic Healing. It's free. Go educate yourself. It's amazing. It will absolutely turn your life around. 1000%. I believe in it so much, I'm not going to market it. Yeah, that's right. I'm not going to market it. I'm just going to put it there. And if you think it's awesome, share it with someone. You think it's so awesome, you tell other people how great it is. You market it for me. I know how great it is. I'm giving it to you. It's free. Let other people know. Anyone who you think can use it, there you go. I don't need to market, because my product stands on its own damn feet. And that's right. I feel good about this. That's right. I'm going to work on manifestation. I'm going to continue digging through manifestation, and I'm going to see about applying Triadic Healing to what I did for manifestation. I'm going to stop listening to what everyone else is doing, because that's not my song. And it's not your song either, because if you had it figured out, you wouldn't be looking for the answers. You are getting the same garbage that everybody else is getting, that I'm getting. And I had it figured out when I was a child. I had it figured out right up until a certain point. You know when I lost the ability to manifest money? Really? When I started thinking about it. When I started doing what everyone else told me they should be doing. So I had it figured out until I stopped listening to my own authentic song. And that's the thing that I've been saying from day one. Even when I was pursuing everyone else's song, I said, manifestation is all about authenticity. They are the same thing. You want to manifest your miracles? Just be authentic. All it is you tuned into your self-sailing system. It's your identity going, oh, I want ice cream. And then you just listen to your intuition and you go, okay, intuition, we want ice cream. Go. and I walk in whatever direction my gut tells me to walk. I was at the subway yesterday. I didn't have money to get the train back. I had the subway there. I had a dude at the booth. And I said to the dude at the booth, dude, I don't have $3 to ride the train. Can I ride from free? And he goes, no. I said, okay. Well, now I'm in a pickle. So I left. Now, there's only one subway like every block in Manhattan. So it's not a big like, oh no, what do I do? So I walked away from that. I said, well, now what do I do? Do I beg for money? No, I won't do that. I will never do that. So what do I do? Do I manifest $3 right now on the spot? And then I thought, no, I want to go home. I want to go home. That's what I want. And then I shut everything down. I turned off my subconscious mind. I turned off my voice. I didn't do anything else. I just listened to my gut. My gut and I get really along in Manhattan. Manhattan, my gut and I are really like we're a team. So I'm in the middle of Manhattan and I said nothing because this is how I do it. And I just followed my stomach. And my stomach had me walk 3 blocks in some random direction. And as soon as I looked up to try and figure out where the next and closest subway was, it was literally right in front of me. Intuition. There was no one in there. I totally jumped the turnstile. That's right. And I got home. But I had to find the right subway where I could do that. And my intuition instantly pulled me right where I needed to go, all because I said, I want to go home. Why was I getting caught up on money? I just wanted to go home. I didn't say it 3 times. I didn't wish it. I didn't focus on the feelings. I didn't obsess. I just said, I didn't even say it. I just felt it. I want to go home. Done. Poof. There's the subway I needed. And that's the way life has always been for me. That is the way life has been for me since I was 4 years old. That's money falls into my lap when I need it. Apparently, I don't need it. And that's really it. Right now, at this point in my life, I don't need it. Because if I needed it, it would be flowing into my life. Maybe you want something. Maybe we all want something that we think we need. Maybe we're all barking up the wrong tree. That's what I think it really is. I think that's really it right there. We are all barking up the wrong tree. I really want to know where that phrase comes from because that's a really funny image, barking up the wrong tree. I know it's about dogs, but what does it mean? Let's look this up. Pursuing a mistake I want to know the etymology. I want to know the etymology. This is going to be more complicated, so I'm abandoning this pursuit. But that's exactly my point, is I have been doing this my whole life without any kind of a hiccup, without ever even using the word manifestation, without even knowing that manifestation existed. I just did it because I know how to make believe. I know how to think, I want, boop, I get. And it's not complicated. For me, it's just being that completely tuned into your self-sailing system, that you know what you want and you're consistently solid. That's the other thing. We don't know what we want. Too many people don't know what we want. That's the problem. That right there is it. If you're not certain about what you want or why you want it, if you think you want X when you really want B, when you're chasing up the wrong tree, when you're running off into a different direction, when you want something, but you're not sure if it's good for you, all of this is doubt. You don't know what you want. You have to know what you want. And we're all going, well, it's about the beliefs. No, it's not about the beliefs. You don't know what you want. You don't know what you want because you don't know who you are. You have to know who you are, no matter what. You have to be so solid and so unshaken about who you are and what you want that you don't doubt what you want. Has nothing to do with beliefs. Beliefs are a consequence of what you want. That's something that everyone forgets. Beliefs are a consequence to what we want. If you don't know what you want, your beliefs are going to be all over the place. Everyone's focused on the beliefs. That's fourth perspective thinking. That's absolutely, that's what I'm talking about with it being saturated with the patriarchy. That's not it. You have forgotten what manifestation is. Manifestation is wanting. Not wanting and then feeling guilt about it. Even knowing what you want. I have this one client. He absolutely desires his wife back. And I'll talk to him. And he says things like, I don't know if I do. I'm not sure if I do. I can't stand her. I love her. I want her back. I hate her. He doesn't know what he wants. Well, how does he think he can manifest a wife back when he doesn't even know what he wants? But he thinks he does. And when I ask him the question, do you want her back? Oh, yeah, I do. But then I hear him wishy-washy back and forth again. And I'm like, no, you don't know what you want. And he's so focused on being consistent with the beliefs, being pure with making sure he's completely consistent with his beliefs, focusing and obsessing, that he's completely overlooking the fact that he does not know what he wants because he doesn't know who he is. That's why manifestation doesn't work for most of us. That's it, bottom line. So I'm going to analyze my Triadic Healing, and I'm going to absolutely pull apart manifestation with it. And I'm going to create Triadic Healing and the Healing Garden's own version of it. That's just built out of pure psychology, philosophy, authenticity, the physics. I know how the brain works. I know exactly which part of the mind is responsible for it. I get it. I have all the tools. I need to remember my authentic song. You need to remember yours. I'm going to show you how you can remember your authentic song by showing you how I remember my authentic song, because I live by example. That's exactly what I do. Stop bullshitting yourself. That's really what it comes down to. Do not bullshit yourself, because you are the first person to know when you are bullshitting, because you got a whole lot of red flags in your mind telling you you're bullshitting yourself. You're not being honest with yourself. Yeah. So I'm going to cover manifestation. I'm going to cover, I have my agenda, and there it is. The garden just got solid and more clear. Like it just fine-tuned. I'm doing my podcast, but I'm not going to kill myself putting it out there. If you guys think it's awesome, and you do, you're here, you'll tell people, you'll share it, because that's what people do when they see something that's awesome and innovative and really, really epic. When it changes your life and you realize that it's so invaluable, you start sharing it with other people. That is what it takes. Absolutely. That's it. And when it's time to grow the garden, the money will come. Ooh, I just felt that shift. I've been forcing the garden to grow prematurely. That was my lesson that I needed to learn. Every time things take longer than we want, patience, there's always a lesson to be learned. I cannot force this garden to grow at any pace other than whatever time it takes for this garden to grow. I need to stop trying to control the garden's growth. I need to let it grow on its own. All right, then. So this is me no longer playing chicken with the universe. This is me saying, fine. One more thing that I'm trusting the universe with, not a problem. Turning it all over to her, which is really you guys. You guys are my universe. It's my favorite thing about everything I've uncovered and discovered was finding out that my universe is all of you. And you're all these threads just feeding into my body. And I'm like, who am I pulling on right now? I wonder who this is. And I'm going to pull. I want this thread right here. I want this person to contact me because I want to know who this person is. I want to meet you guys. I want to talk to you. I want to engage with you because I'm doing a social experiment for reals. And all I want to do right now is get into the field and talk to people. Because right now I'm doing Triadic Healing for relationships. And to do that, I got to learn socialization, which means I got to get out there and I've got to meet people and talk to people and engage with people. So as far as the monetary goes, I don't know. I have my free stuff. You want something more than what I've got on my website? It's going to cost. I don't know what it's going to cost. Let's haggle. Let's negotiate. Let's pretend it's the year 102. And all we've got is our ability to barter and negotiate. Yeah, we're going back to like early man. Let's do that. What I offer is on the website. If you want something more, let me know and let's talk about it. Let's come to some sort of an agreement. That is my comfort zone. I like that. That makes me happy. You express to me that you want something. I'll see what I can do. Let's negotiate and talk. My email address, my contact information is at my LinkedIn tree below. I say LinkedIn. It's at my link tree below. I feel steadfast. I'm solid now. I have my direction. So here's the deal. Like my channel. Subscribe to my channel. Get the little dingy bell there that goes ding, 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 ding that tells you whenever I have a video that pops up. Do that thing. I don't know the tech shit. I don't understand the tech shit. I don't even know how to use YouTube. And that's okay. I don't need to. My awesome shit is that awesome. So get the little dingy bell that goes ding-a-ling-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding and tells you when I'm going live. I do like 5 videos a day because I've got to constantly upload all of my shit from my head into something. And I love doing this. This is my joy. This feels right and it feels good. You know, when all of this started, the universe said I would say, what do I do? What do I do? And the universe would say, tell your story. Tell your story. Okay, I'm doing my story. I'm doing my story. And I wasn't really doing my story. And then I would say again, so what am I supposed to do? What do I do? Podcast. You just want me to podcast. You really want me to just sit and podcast all day. Podcast. So I did it. I did it. The intuition, they know things. So I did it. I know shit. That's what I do. I know shit. I'm on an imagination and I know shit. That's who I am. There. That's going to be my final introduction. No more philosopher shit. No more I'm a bard. No. I just know shit. I'm on an imagination and I know shit. So here's the deal. Like, subscribe, comment below. Let me know what part of the video resonated. That way you can comment and I can go, people, and I can comment back. And I can talk to you because that's fun for me. So yes, comment below. Let me know what part of the video you liked. Tell me what you want to see more of. Ask me questions. Tell me about your problems. And I'll be like, yes, let's psychoanalyze the situation because that's fun for me. That's how we engage. And then buy my book. Take a look at what I offer. Take a look at the Linktree account. Donate. Help the garden grow, but only at our own pace, you know, because apparently the garden will grow when the garden is ready. So pay my bills for me. Donate to the garden. That way, there is no that way. Just help the garden grow. And yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. And may the kindest of words always find you.